Okay, so this question came from an inquiry from Holistic Therapies by Ben Barnett from Yolanda, and it's related to knees and issues to do with the knees. So you can see your body part, and then the emotional energies that are connected to the knees relate to obstacles and opportunities, and in general, events that happen along a journey. Okay, so you think of your legs as a journey from where you are to where you're trying to get to. Anything that happens along a journey would then have ramifications or an effect around the knees. Okay, and how you then experience journeys would also link back to the knees. The concept that I'm kind of focusing this around, because it's quite a complex area, is clarity. And by that I mean not a mental clarity, but the experience of a clear path or clear way. Okay, so first of all, just to demonstrate how the knees function inside of the journey of life. Okay, I'm just going to sit down for a moment. Okay, so first of all, you want to consider how difficult it would be to sit down without knees. And any of you who've had a cast on will know that whole awkwardness of not being able to control your descent. Okay, so equally standing up without knees, really difficult. And if you can think about the different ages of a child, like a toddler, learning to crawl, and then learning to stand, and then learning to walk and run, the knees and the hips as well are in each stage of that development. And if you see that as a journey where someone's becoming more capable, being able to cover more distance, and equally to be able to move around obstacles and get over obstacles. Okay, so the concerns here are then when you set yourself a journey, like getting from one area to another physically, or progressing in a career, or moving from being single to being in a relationship, maybe being engaged or married, one of the concerns that come up is what might get in the way, what might stop you, which is quite an obvious energy. But there's another energy, which is what might come along to distract you and take you off course. So the knees also relate to the energies of, am I going to be missing out on something if I go in a different direction? So that's what an energy that a lot of people have difficulty with. That's where you get two opportunities. So they don't obviously occur as being negative, but they're two opportunities that you can't take at the same time. Okay, so I had this situation this week where I was going off to Amsterdam for a couple of days, and then I found out when I came back that a really important client had come in, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone, although I had a really great time. And I was kind of torn and left with a less positive experience of something that actually I'd really enjoyed. It's one of the things that can happen around the knees, where something that's an opportunity then starts to pull you away from something else that you want. Okay, clarifying those things and just making a clear choice or stating what your preference is, even if you can't do that, goes a long way to being able to release issues around the knees.